that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there, I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about this war that's popping off. I don't know if you would call it a war, but pretty intense things going on, and it made national news. So we're going to talk about that and a couple other things. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. And I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch this show. Wildcard, what's up? Glare 1%. Hardwire, Paul, good afternoon. Glare says, finally catching alive. I appreciate you. So there's a lot going on. This situation has hit the national news, so you know what's going to happen next, right? The feds are going to be all over this shit. They don't like when motorcycle clubs intimidate civilians. I mean, it's one thing for them to go against each other, but when they start bringing the public into their situations, oh no, they're not going to tolerate it. Sinister Priest, what's going on? Now, I've spoken to a few people that are in the area, and I got some information, and I'm going to share that with you. Thank you, Glare. Also, subscribe to Patreon. I appreciate that. Make sure you check out Patreon. Exclusive content over there that I cannot play on YouTube. And there's some pictures. I got some pictures, but they're blurred out because you know what will happen if I show the pictures. I'll probably get taken down. But we're going to start this show. We're going to talk about the pagan that's on trial. This is the third day of his trial. Day 3 in Fairmont. Unraveling in central chapter of the Pagans. On the third day of Ryan Lane's murder trial, the court's attention turned towards the question, can the central chapter of the Pagans Motorcycle Club be treated as a criminal organization? As attorneys for both sides sparred over the definitions of affiliation and individual accountability in the courtroom drama that reached a dramatic intensity, the prosecution has entered the courtroom not with the narrative from prior trials, but with the rebuilt prosecution strategy, one powerfully reshaping the framing of the central chapter itself. Detective said Metro lead detective Murphy, the linchpin witness, returned not under expected testimony because defense counsel successfully disqualified him as such. Without the shield of expert testimony was one more vulnerable, yet he's still fundamental to Murphy's case. So they're trying to frame this as a criminal organization. You know, that's what the prosecution's going to do. They're going to try to do the same thing that they did to Freddie. You know, they used the Pagans Motorcycle Club in Freddie's trial if you guys know who I'm talking about, Freddie Agnello, they used the Pagan Motorcycle Club basically to convict him. And I'm working on a documentary to show you guys that. And bringing some other key evidence to light. So we'll be keeping an eye on this murder trial. And I'll bring you more information as it becomes available. And I have a video. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, got it. Shout out to Freddie. He's been pretty railroaded if you look at all the evidence. If you guys know who he is, let's take a look.
Hey everyone, this is Freddie from Trenton State Prison in New Jersey, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Stay tuned. We got a video to play real quick.
And I've never felt such terror in my entire life, not knowing if after that, they were going to come behind the bar.
Tonight, employees of a local bar are on edge after they were attacked by a big group of bikers. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. The violent scene unfolded at 40 Bar and Grill in Washington County over the weekend. The bar's owner tells Jennifer Barrasso she believes it was a targeted attack.
Ken, I'm told the War Dogs Motorcycle Club showed up at this place and saturated it and quickly attacked one of their regulars here. Sources tell me the victim may have.
And little do people know, but this thing was caught on video. There's video of the whole attack. Everybody's face is shown in the video. And there's new pictures that just came out. I don't know if I can play them, like put them up on here. But it's with the man with the gun right in his hand. His face is exposed. He's got the gun right in his hand. I'm going to put those pictures on Patreon. I believe I put them on Instagram already. I can show you the picture of the main group. The guy with the weapon, I believe. I think it's the guy right there, the bald guy holding, putting the mask up. Like they can't tell who that is. I have some pictures where I blurred it out. Let's see if that'll work. Look at that. Hey, what do you think he's got in his hand? I mean, I don't know. These people. Yep. Nice shot of them right there. Everybody's face is all in the open. So apparently there were about, I think, 30 individuals from the War Dogs Motorcycle Club. And I got information on why this all transpired. And it's pretty telling. Like, it's pretty wild when you think about it. It was a strategic move on the War Dogs side. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Chris, what's going on? Hardwire. We got a lot of people in the house. Buckshot, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Got 58 people in the house. Hit that like button. Mark, what's going on? A fast rundown on this case. Here, I got a news article for you.
Lane, the Pagans Motorcycle Club member accused in the 2022 murder of Henry Silver in Marion County, continued today. The jury heard from a Harrison County Sheriff's deputy who served a search warrant at a building in Lumberport believed to have been connected to the club. Inside, the deputy said they found weapons, a ski mask, and drug items. Jurors also heard from a Marion County deputy who is the lead investigator on the case. He told the court they searched Lane's home 2 times. Once was for a previous murder, the other after Silver's death. That trial continues tomorrow.
So apparently they killed this dude because he was allegedly messing with another guy's girl. But I'll get more deep into that case at another time. I got a bunch of things I got to do right now. Proof, what's going on? Do tell this strategy. Yeah, it was. It was a crazy strategy that they're thought of. But we're going to talk about that. Apollo, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. So, You guys want to know the dirt, right? Apparently, they attacked this bar because the Pagans were out of town at the run in Colorado. There wasn't anybody around. So when they went to this bar, they caught an alleged one person affiliated with them. I can't confirm, or maybe I just don't want to say. STMC, what's going on? So apparently, these guys were at a run out of state, and that's when they chose to strike. I'm not sure what happened in Texas yesterday. I'll find out though. So apparently, this whole situation stems from when they first got their 1% tab. When they threw, this is a veteran club. It's been out for well over 20 years, apparently. And everything was cool with the Pagans at first. And apparently, all of this drama started once they got their 1% tab. And once they got that, all the drama started. There's been different scrimmages here and there in different bars. So I think it was 4 years ago. It's mostly veterans, but not all veterans. It used to be just veterans, but they changed that. And now it's not all veterans, but allegedly they're a fighting group of guys. They train on fighting and things like that. So they're a tough group of individuals. So different things have happened at different bars. People have been shot in the past. People have had their cuts ripped off. And this all transpired. It all came down to this. But I don't think it was too smart of a move to do this on video. I mean, especially to get people involved that are civilians that don't have anything to do with this type of stuff. And you wait until they're out of town. I mean, whatever happened to the good old days, like meet me over there at 3:00 and then you guys just fight instead of bringing weapons and everything else. But I guess times are changing. But I got a new article, or I got a new newscast for you guys. But apparently, when they put their 1% tab on, that's when all this trouble started. But I hear that some of them guys in the War Dogs are good people. Everyone's scared to get a black eye, Mike says. I've never been scared to get a black eye. I've had plenty of them. If the guy that got beat was representing the sign, that has no colors. Yeah, definitely. It says no colors. So when all this started transpiring in this part of town, they put on all the bars no colors. And normally, apparently, people respect it. The people that I've spoken to, the majority of people respect that there's no colors to be worn in different bars. But you guys know, when certain people hang out at a place, that's pretty much a target for other individuals that maybe don't like them people. But this is some of the damage that they caused. They smashed the windows. They beat one guy pretty severely until he wasn't moving anymore. And we're going to hear that from the bartenders themselves.
If they, after that, they have never felt such terror in my entire life, not knowing if they, after that, they were going to come behind the bar.
Julia.
So that woman on the right is a co-owner. She doesn't own the whole bar. She's a co-owner. There's a man who is another co-owner with her. Apparently, people were confused on who owned the bar. Allegedly, they're both co-owners, and neither one of them fully own the bar. They own it in pieces, you know. They have different owners, so that clears that situation.
I've never felt such terror in my entire life, not knowing if they, after that, they were going to come behind the bar.
Julia Korcher and one other bartender were serving 4 patrons early Sunday morning. She says starting at about 12:25 and over the course of 20 minutes, over 60 members of one motorcycle club came into the bar and brutally beat one man with clubs.
Did she say 60? 60?
Over 60 members of one motorcycle club came into the bar and brutally beat one man with clubs.
I mean, that's not noble to beat one man with clubs. 60 guys came in there. I heard it was 20 to 30 guys beat that one man. Like, that's not a noble thing to do. Beat one guy with that many people. Like, come on. A little bit overkill, don't you think?
Until he was unrecognizable.
They beat him until he was unrecognizable. Must have been a bar the Pagans occupy. It was. Path Killer, allegedly, they go there all the time. But apparently, the war dogs are friendly with the outlaws. Allegedly.
Knowing whether they were going to want to hurt me next,
Yes, this whole thing is on video, and I will get the video as soon as I can. But these are stills from the video. All these people are going to prison. All of them, especially that guy in the middle. He'll be in a jumpsuit soon, probably. He has a weapon in his hand, raised up. So, I mean... And they went there with their cuts on. And it's all on video.
They didn't care whether anyone was watching. They didn't care about destroying the bar.
The group left behind broken glass, overturned furniture, beer bottles, and knives.
So these 2 people that own the bar now, apparently they just bought this bar not long ago. This was owned by someone else. And... this is what happened.
Owner Cheyenne Dennison says they screeched away when she got there to try to save her employees and customers who, at that point, were hiding in the basement. Police did not arrive until close to 1.
I'm committed to making this.
So there's not 24-hour police in this area. Allegedly, they stopped operating at a certain time, and that's why the police took so long to get there. Another reason why the police took so long to get there is because nobody wanted to call the police. They didn't want to call the police. Even the guy that got beat, he got up and left on his own. Or he got carried out, but they found blood in the parking lot, and it's just a bad scene. And now that this has hit national news, this is going to be a bad look. And they shut that whole... They have a motorcycle rally. No more. They're not doing it. They say they're going to open it next year. But it's a shame that they have to do this type of stuff. And it ruins a lot of things for a lot of different people. And it scares the public. This type of stuff scares the public.
Place what I know it is, and proving to the community that this is a welcoming
spot. Hey, Ace, what's going on? Shout out to California. I appreciate you watching.
What matters to me is the safety of my patrons and my bartenders, my cooks.
In response to this attack, local police and the mayor of Washington decided to cancel the popular motorcycle event Rally on Washington, scheduled for Saturday. The event's charity partner is Washington County-based Customs Kicking Cancer. They empower men in the car and motorcycle community to get checked for prostate cancer.
For the community, and certainly for Customs Kicking Cancer, it was a huge disappointment and a missed opportunity for us to help Washington County.
Dennison says she's buying a panic button for underneath the bar, hiring security guards for the weekends, and meeting with state police tomorrow. She also says when all this is over with, she wants to hold a fundraiser here for Customs Kicking Cancer. No arrests or charges have been made or filed in relation to this incident.
Don't worry. I believe they're coming soon. You're going to see an article pop up, and there's going to be a bunch of mugshots, and they're going to say, these are the individuals that stormed the bar. And it's not looking good. I mean, I don't understand why they would do such a thing, you know? I mean, I get it if you don't like someone, but damn, they took it a little extreme.
Covering Washington
Mountain Woman, what's going on?
County in North Franklin Township, I'm Felicity Taylor, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
We're learning new details now about the decision to cancel a popular event in Washington County. The Rally on Main isn't returning to Washington this year. And as KDK's Megan Shin is learning, the city's mayor says it's all because of a fight between...
Yeah, they did it while 16 was out of state at the situation over there in Colorado. This happened when all of them are on a run out of state. Crazy.
2 motorcycle clubs over the weekend.
The signs up on 40 Bar and Grill say welcome bikers, but the bikers that allegedly targeted and attacked this business on Saturday were not welcome to do that. Located on West Chestnut Street, people know 40 Bar and Grill.
I go there, I eat. They have good food. They do different things and stuff like that, so it's just unfortunate.
This is the mayor of the town.
What happened. And
unfortunately, there's now an investigation into what exactly happened Saturday night.
Look at the cameras all over the building. They didn't see that. Like, they watch you guys roll up. They know who's driving what. I mean, they got different angles and everything. They got your license plates. They got your pictures, your faces, pretty clear. So all these people are screwed. Especially this guy. I mean, they're covering half their face. Like, they don't know who it is. I mean, you're wearing your cuts. Look, you could tell who most of these people are. All they have to do is what? Ask the community, who's this? And they're going to tell you.
One biker group and another biker group got into a fight.
I don't think that was the case because there wasn't another biker group there. Apparently, they targeted one person.
There were gunshots.
But as the mayor of neighboring city of Washington, Jojo Burgess, says Washington City's police responded.
Whenever our officers that were assistant state police got on scene, I know that there was shell casings, blood at the scene.
40 Bar and Grill says it was the target of a brutal and unprovoked attack carried out by a motorcycle club. It's an unnerving situation days before the city of Washington's Rally on Main motorcycle event.
And they didn't want to name this motorcycle club at first, the War Dogs. They were trying to keep the name out of all this situation, but the name got leaked, allegedly. And don't forget, you heard it here first.
It was a very nice event that we really, really like here in the city, and it also generates revenue for our downtown businesses because of the foot traffic that's there. So that's why this was a tough decision to make.
It's a decision to cancel this year's event.
Buckshot, what's going on?
After the shooting, though, Burgess and others wanted more security present.
We can't force and mandate officers to stay for a festival or an event.
The city's police chief even reached out to other agencies which faced the same staffing issues.
I know that 9 times out of 10 things doesn't happen, but what about that one time when it does? I would have felt real bad if we didn't have protection down there and something would have happened and we didn't take this action.
It's an action to cancel a motorcycle event to protect the people after an alleged attack from within the motorcycle community.
Mark says T. Is that what we're calling it now? It is. Like, come on. They do it on camera. And then by the time they get back, they're going to all be in prison. To all be arrested. I mean, this situation is not going to end well at all. But they targeted the public. Like, I don't understand why they would do that. That was a very bad move to do. It looks bad for everybody involved.
From another motorcycle group and was targeted as a result.
Did they have weapons?
Yes, they had clubs, bats, knives. Guns, I'm assuming.
40 Bar and Grill bartender Julia Couture recounts the terrifying moment she witnessed early Sunday morning. She tells KDKA dozens of motorcycle club members, known as the War Dogs, targeted one of the bar's regulars, beating him under this booth.
And then they all just jumped on him and beat him so brutally and savagely. Like probably 15, 20 of them. They beat him until he literally was not moving on the ground. I'm screaming, me and my other bartender behind the bar, screaming on the top of our lungs to stop, please stop, and just feeling absolutely helpless.
Julia says she, her co-workers, and a handful of customers were so scared they scrambled for shelter in the basement.
I almost felt just frozen.
Apparently, he was a member. Allegedly.
In fear, and I've never had such a sense of helplessness in my entire life. They just started destroying everything on the back deck, throwing
Yeah, it's all alleged. It's not confirmed.
bottles, throwing chairs through the doors.
But apparently, they go there. The Pagans go there, but they were out of town at a rally. So these guys go there and do this while they're out of town at a rally. It hits national news. What do you think's going to happen next? Just give it a little time. I'm sure the feds are putting together a nice little case for them all, and they're going to be hit. Just like what happened down there in Florida with the shooting at the gas station. This is a similar situation, but this is even worse because they went into an establishment where a bunch of civilians are, and they're going to be hit. It's going to be not good for any of them.
Shattered my door. Shattered everything.
At one point, sources tell me gunshots were fired outside of the bar.
And they have that all on video. I mean, it doesn't get any more clearer than this. If you guys want to see these pictures without the blur, I will put them on Patreon. I'll post them on Instagram. Go check them out. We got 100 people in the house. Hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx. The dopest motorcycle content on YouTube.
No one was hit. The bar's co-owner, Cheyenne Dennison, called 911 and rushed to help her employees.
And I'm just screaming for them, trying to get their attention. I'm screaming for them to get out of here. And they finally came creeping up the steps, and I knew that they were okay, and that was my number one thing coming here, is I wanted to make sure my employees were okay.
Dennison says the motorcycle club members were gone when police arrived, and so was the victim.
I was told that he may have been a pagan member. Is that true? Do you have any insight in that?
I have no idea. I don't know what caused this. I don't know what would cause anybody to act the way they did.
The bar owner defended the place she bought 5 months ago. She's up.
See, they bought the place 5 months ago. It had a previous owner. Now her and a man own the place.
Upgraded security. She's going to add a panic button, and she may bring in security for the weekend. Now, state police, they are investigating this incident. I'm told there's at least one victim, but the motive is still unclear. Sources tell me no arrests have been made.
Richard, what's going on? So what does the security do? You see 100 people pull up on bikes. What do? You're standing there. You're a security guard. You see all these dudes pull up on bikes. One of them has a weapon in his hand. The other ones have axe handles and chains. Shit. What do? You're just standing there like, what do? You can't just start popping people.
Reporting in Washington County, Jennifer Barrasso, KDK TV News.
Developing tonight, a motorcycle rally that was supposed to draw thousands of people to Washington has been canceled just days before. It comes days after a biker brawl that forced a bar full of customers and employees to hide in the basement.
Everybody was here having a good time that night, and all of a sudden they just rolled in.
That's the other co-owner. The woman is part co-owner. This guy's part co-owner. Mark, thank you. I appreciate you. Ghost, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Like, really, what does security do? I wonder what kind of time they would get. Hey, we'll see what type of time they get, because they're definitely going to be caught. I mean, look, this guy's on 4K video holding a weapon. All these people, they can identify all of them. They got their license plates and everything. I mean, this whole situation is on camera. That's what some of these people maybe not understand.
Nearly 24 bikers were involved in that brawl Saturday night in North Franklin. And Channel 11's Amy Hudak talked exclusively with that bar's owner and is on Main Street in Washington with what police found at the scene.
They need to call the A-team, Mark says.
Main Street here in the city of Washington was preparing to host Rally on Main this upcoming Saturday.
Thank you, Reaper. Appreciate you.
That draws thousands of people, including motorcyclists from all over the country. But the mayor says after threats of retaliation between two biker gangs, he had no choice but to cancel the event for the safety of the public. Saturday night, 40 Bar and Grill owner Patrick Dennison says about 20 bikers stormed through the doors, despite this sign warning those with bad intentions to stay away.
They just came in from both doors, and they, covered the bar.
Dennison says two women who were working at the time were traumatized after gathering innocent customers and hiding in the basement while the bikers brawled upstairs.
I don't consider that a brawl. I consider that they went in there and beat one guy down. A whole 20 people beating one person. That's not a biker brawl. That's a biker beatdown. Like, that's not no noble thing to do. Beat a bunch of guys with one guy. Beat a bunch of guys. A bunch of guys beat on one guy. That's some... No. And these guys are apparently veterans. There's no loyalty in that. There's no... That's not like a noble thing to do. I don't get it.
Police were called, but the mayor of Washington says all the bikers took off, leaving evidence of a violent confrontation.
Leaving evidence, including all their pictures. I mean, they're on video doing this. So do you think that the feds are going to let this go unpunished? You guys, what do you think the feds are going to do when they get involved with this? Because they're definitely going to get involved. 100%. I mean, they got video of these guys doing the crime. Mark my words, you'll see all these people in mugshots very soon. It's unfortunate that it has to come to this, because both of these groups, if they didn't have the patch on, they would all get along. They're all the same types of people. That's the unfortunate thing.
You've shown that there was evidence that a firearm was discharged and there was blood on the ground. So, when you put all those together, I'm not saying anyone was shot or anything like that, but that was the physical evidence that was on the ground at the time.
Mayor Jojo Burgess says while police pieced together what happened, the city could not risk the public getting caught up in threats of retaliation at Saturday's rally.
We're talking about 5 to 7 days before. Makes it real challenging and difficult when you're scrambling and trying to reach out to other agencies for assistance.
He says the people who will really miss out are the local businesses that profit from thousands of people who are set to come to town, and the nonprofits that benefit from the event.
Yeah, it's about domination, but there was no one there to dominate, man. There was one person there. You're going to beat the shit out of one person? That's a coward act. Coward act. And now they're going to go to prison for it. So, was it worth it? Probably not.
It's just a shame that we have to cancel this because it hurts everyone.
Mayor Burgess says he also wants to set the record straight that any allegations that this event was canceled because of political or racial motivations are just ridiculous. He says he welcomes all events here in the city of Washington. Reporting in Washington, Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
Definitely, it will decimate the club. Is it worth it? Definitely not. What do you guys think? I want to know what your thoughts are on all this. What do you think their punishment is going to be? And do you think the indictments will come soon? What do you think will happen to these people? You know, the community down there has to be outraged at this situation. This type of stuff can't happen. It can't. It's a bad look on everyone involved. I appreciate all you guys. I got things to do, but I'll be back. A lot of great content on the way. I've been interviewing some great people. I interviewed Mike Ball. We're going to jump into his story, and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. Make sure you check me out on Patreon, Spotify, Rumble, all these other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Have a great day. Be safe. And if you don't like this show, you already know what to do. Take your suggestions, write them on a piece of paper, fold them, and stick them up your ass. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.